Who needs enemies when you have friends like Kanye West? They say you should never meet your heroes.
Was that a dumbass, disrespectful question to come ask a grown-ass superhero?
But I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't want to be friends / work with the guy who's made these albums. Kanye, can I please be your friend?
Shut the fuck up.
Well, Kanye did say yes to Big Sean and signed him to his personal music label, Good Music. And aside from Kanye himself, Big Sean proceeded to essentially carry the label for a good while. This guy did numbers, had culturally impactful songs, all the while remaining loyal to his mentor.
He's a real nice guy, man, and one of my homies. And, you know, for how he changed my life and shit, opportunities he introduced to me, man, I love him for life, man. Like, that's the homie for sure.
Being signed to Kanye is a golden opportunity.
Right.
It's something that he changed my life, and I love him for that.
So, after Kanye makes the decision to sign a person who'd go on to give his best years to his label, he must love this guy. Right?
When I die, on my tombstone, it's gonna say, I deserve to be here because I signed Big Sean. The worst thing I've ever done was sign Big Sean.
That's a beautiful thing. Oh, that's a beautiful thing, man.
No, wait.
On your tombstone? The worst decision? What did Big Sean do to you? Well, according to Kanye, Big Sean supported the Democratic Party, of course, while Kanye ran for president nonetheless.
Big Sean, when I ran for office, got used quick by the Democrats to come at they boy that actually changed their life. And that's some sellout shit.
Something that never even came close to being realized. Big Sean denied this in a very heartfelt interview he gave after being deeply offended by Kanye saying this.
And I didn't come out and support no Democratic Party because my mans was running, and he wasn't even on the ballots in 30-some states.
Big Sean also let us know that Kanye has silently owed him $6 million for years.
What if they owed you $6?
No,
listen. Okay. What if they owed you that, bro?
Right. I understand.
And you showed up for them and you did all these things, right?
Right.
And they up billions.
Right.
Well, what about Kid Cudi? This guy has been on Kanye's side since 2008, has collaborated closely with Kanye several times. Some say Cudi was a key influence of 808s and Heartbreak. It's very clear that Kanye and Cudi are friends, not just co-workers. I mean, here's Kanye playing Sonic at Cudi's house. You can't fake this.
He's my son's favorite character, Sonic.
Oh, word?
Yeah.
Until Kanye publicly exiled Cudi as a friend because he was unwilling to cut ties with Pete Davidson, who he has been friends with for years. Why? Because Kanye doesn't like him. Cudi even went on to give us some more insight by letting everyone know that this was discussed between the two of them privately. Yet, for some reason, Kanye tries shaming Cudi because he isn't fundamentally changing the makeup of his personal friendships to placate him. Goodbye, Kids See Ghosts 2. Well, okay. I know that Pusha T is Kanye's friend. What about... Oh. Okay. Really? Why? These two have been two peas in a pot for over a decade. Pusha has essentially stepped up for Kanye in public beefs, expressed his admiration for him over and over again.
Twisted Fantasy is GOAT level rap. GOAT level rapping. It is what a hip-hop album should aspire to be like.
Kanye even made him president of Good Music back in 2015. So what happened? Oh, right. I can't imagine Pusha being too happy at Kanye for publicly saying stupid shit, which only went on to compromise Pusha's position as president of Kanye's company, clearly. I can totally see Pusha believing that Kanye has little regard for the impact that his decisions have on those closest to him. Could we ever look onto Kanye and Taylor's turbulent relationship as a friendship? Nah. But there was a brief period after the 2009 VMAs.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
and Kanye's 2016 Pablo era, where they seem to be on cordial terms.
Thank you, Taylor, for being so gracious and giving me this award this evening. Thank you.
And right now, I am honored to present the 2015 Vanguard Award to my friend, Kanye West.
This changed when Kanye West said this on his song Famous. Taylor was outspoken in her disapproval.
There are going to be people along the way who will try to undercut your success or take credit for your accomplishments or your fame.
And in response, Kanye came out to say that he had the line okayed by Taylor herself before the song's release. Taylor was adamant that no, he didn't. So, which is it? Well, thankfully, we have video evidence of Kanye misleading Taylor, lying about what exactly he would say about her on Famous. And during this phone call, it's really interesting to hear what's not said.
To all my Southside niggas that know me best, I feel like Taylor Swift might owe me sex. Okay, now what if later in the song I was also to have said, I made her famous? Is that, did she say that? Yes, it might have happened.
Like, there is a glaringly important word that Kanye leaves out of his inquiry, and I think it's very intentional.
Oh my god, the build-up you gave it, I thought it was going to be like, that stupid, dumb bitch, like, but it's not.
Then Kanye goes on to rant about random shit that is none of Taylor Swift's concern for like 20 minutes. Like, this is the real crime. I can hear Taylor begging for this to end.
Open is showing the hand that I don't have my poker face on with any of you guys. I'm just me. You know, I'm just a creative.
Definitely comes across like Kanye buttering up Taylor in a disingenuous way. Say what you want, call Taylor thin-skinned if you like. Kanye was super snaky here and not transparent at all. That's my takeaway. I may lose some of you with this one. I may have already with Taylor, but hear me out. Play with me for a second. Is it true that Pusha T ate Drake alive in their 2018 beef? Yes, I think so. Is it true that Pusha and Drake had their own personal beef that may have bubbled over eventually? Sure. Did Kanye do Drake extremely dirty during their falling out in 2018? Yes, I believe so. Let's go through it. Kanye invites Drake out to his Wyoming ranch to work on one another's music. Drake comes and allegedly only works on Kanye's music the entire time because, of course.
And, you know, ended up pretty much spending majority of my time working on his music, like just trying to like cook up ideas for him, you know?
But Kanye does promise a beat to Drake, a beat that Drake claimed to love when he heard it. So he leaves Wyoming with that at least.
He played me like this.
He played you a beat, right?
He played me Lift Yourself, and he was like, yo, you can have this if you want. And I was hype. I started writing to it.
Drake also shows Kanye a picture of his newborn baby during this trip, which the world had not yet been aware of. And the day after this studio session, Kanye releases the beat he promised to Drake as his own song where he's rapping Skibbity Toilet over it, completely shitting on the idea of Drake using it for himself.
Lift Yourself comes out with him just talking nonsense. I'm like, oh,
Skibbity poop that round, man.
Oh, this guy's trolling. Yeah.
I mean, Kanye is a super villain, especially after Drake had worked on his music exclusively while at his home.
She could get medicine, fighting.
Not only this, but Drake's longtime rival, who also happens to be Kanye's longtime friend, Pusha T, is suddenly releasing a diss song aimed at Drake, produced by Kanye West likely a day after Drake had been there. So, Drake responds with his own diss song, clapping back at Kanye and Pusha. Pusha T responds, and would you look at that, Pusha T suddenly also knows that Drake has a child. you know, the same one that Drake showed to only Kanye. Like you can't make this up. What did Drake do to earn this level of vitriol from Kanye?
And soon as it was too big, it's scary. It's like, I was fine with, you know, writing Find Your Love with Drake on his first thing until he got too big.
Everything goes back to like something to do with Drake. I mean, not to be funny, but it's just like the obsession.
Oh, right. I suppose it's always been there, really. Now, Pusha went on to claim that he had gotten this information on Drake from a leak in his camp.
Just not being true in like I said, in Drake's mind, 1 + 1 probably equals 2. Totally not true, my nigga. Totally. Not what it is, not what happened, not where the information came from.
But you do understand how it could be
perceived
that way.
But come on, let's be real. It's no coincidence that all of this happened within the same couple of days. Chalk this up to Pusha putting effed up ideas in Drake's head. I believe that Kanye was playing some extremely weird chess game here. Drake has stayed away from Kanye ever since, rightfully so. Another relationship that Kanye steered into a brick wall. Even Mike Dean is clearly not rocking with Kanye anymore. And this is bad. Mike has been a key component of Kanye's music for his entire career. It's no coincidence that a lot of people feel that Kanye's music has taken a sharp downturn since his last with Mike Dean. And I can only imagine what other vital talent Kanye has pushed away with his insane black and white thinking. We've literally been robbed of potential projects over this. I also know that Kanye has possibly been a victim of addiction via his dentist for the last several years. If that's true, that's awful. But if it is the case, let this video be a testament as to why Kanye needs serious help ASAP.